Haley out here alongside Cincinnati head coach Mick Cronin. Coach, congratulations on that win. That truly felt like a rivalry game. It felt like you've met each other the past 4 years in the championship tournament. Most of all, how proud are you, though, that your team was able to face that adversity tonight and come out with the win in the end?
Yeah, we're probably the only high major league that you get stuck playing a road game against a team that has to win the tournament to keep playing. But to give them a lot of credit, they've been through a lot of adversity at UConn this year, and they gave us their best shot. They played really well. Jalen Adams was healthy, but their competitive spirit showed through today. I thought we would get a much more competitive game from them this time, but changing gears, our guys really performed. I mean, Gary Clark, Jacob Evans, Troy Caupain, those guys made some big-time plays. And if they didn't, we wouldn't have won. You got to get that ball in the basket, and that's probably the difference in our team this year. We got some guys that are performing at a high level.
Kyle Washington didn't get very many minutes tonight due to some foul trouble, but like you just said, a few of your other players stepped up really big. What did you see from some other guys to kind of help fill that void tonight?
Well, Gary became the interior go-to guy with Kyle out with the foul trouble. And it's funny, he did it last week. UConn brings out the best in Gary Clark. And then I got to do a better job getting Jacob Evans some more shots. I think he has 18 tonight on 7 shots. He's really playing well. But I talked to him last week, he and Jaron Cumberland, about just being more aggressive and playing with a little more downhill mentality, attacking off the dribble a little bit more. And you see, Jacob's got a world of talent for a young guy.
About half of your points or so came from the free throw line tonight. Is that something that is a major focus for you guys, or was it just a really good night from the free throw line?
Well, we had to make them because it was a bloodbath out there. I mean, that's just the type of game it was. I think UConn decided, that we tried a couple other ways of beating them. We're going to have to be much more physical to give ourselves a chance, and we responded to it, especially down the stretch. I think I don't know if it was 12 of our last 13 I think we made from the foul line.
This championship game is pretty fitting. The 2 top teams in the conference meet for a 3rd time this season. You won at your place, you lost at their place, but you meet for a 3rd time today. What have you seen from SMU this season, and what would you like to maybe do differently or challenge your guys to do tomorrow?
Well, the thing, they're a great team because they do all 3. They can score because they have talent, and they pass, and they're unselfish. They defend. They're a very smart team, really well coached, and they're a tremendous rebounding team. So they really don't have any weaknesses other than obviously they're not the deepest team because of their numbers. So it's a challenge. They challenge in all 3 areas, and that's why they're one of the best teams in the country. We're going to have to play really, really well to win. Got to make some shots against them, but we got to find a way to get some easy baskets. You can't just live outside the line and shoot all jump shots against them.
Nobody on your team has won an American Conference championship. What would it mean to you to have this group of guys, especially after the season they've had so far, go out on this high note heading into the NCAA tournament?
Well, you always say if you're going to play, you play to win. But you think about the kids, especially your seniors, Troy, Kevin, and Zach Tobler, getting a chance to cut down some nets. There's 3. You have your regular season. We had a great one. You're trying to win your conference tournament. So we're not even thinking about the NCAA tournament right now. Just try to win. And all these games, if you win, it's a learning experience. That should help you next week if you approach it that way. But we better live in the moment tomorrow if we're going to try to beat SMU because they're the real deal.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, Haley, thank you.
I'm joined by Cincinnati junior Gary Clark. Gary, congratulations on this win. 25 points, 9 rebounds tonight. How were you able to perform so well offensively?
Just being aggressive the whole time. Our coach has been preaching, to perform, and at this point of the year, you just there's no second chances. You still have the tournament coming up after this, but right now it's time to get in the groove before the big dance.
You had the top performance on your team tonight, and you also lost half a tooth at least. There it is. Nice smile. Can you walk us through what happened on that play?
I just know one of our guys shot the ball, and I went to go for offense rebound, and I think Brahma, he went to box me out, and his head went straight into my mouth, and it was chipped already. It was replaced in November, so Kane Broom had elbowed me during the practice, and they had fixed it, and I think it was time for it. I stopped wearing a mouthpiece probably in November right after it happened, but so toothless for a couple days.
That's all right. Well, you're headed to the final. That's the good news. Now, playing in a game like this tonight here at the Excel Center, UConn's obviously a team that you guys have a lot of history with. It felt like a true rivalry game. How does a game like this help you in terms of experience just moving forward in the postseason?
You know, just the battle of a team not going away, you know, having guys that, you know, aren't ready for their season to end or to take a loss. You know, to buckle down, knock down free throws. We shot well from free throw line tonight. So it's just experience, you know, for our younger guys like Nasir Brooks to get in there, you know, knock down 2 free throws, take a charge. You know, it's just good experience for our guys to going forward. And against a team like UConn, you know, you're going to get a dogfight, a team that's just not willing to go away.
Against SMU this season, you guys won at your place, then lost at their place, so 1-1, so to speak, this season. How happy are you that you get a third chance at them this season to kind of maybe have some bragging rights, but more importantly, an American championship?
It's big because, you know, we gave away the first title, so to be able to have another chance to, you know, redeem ourselves with this title tomorrow, it'll be huge for us, you know, as a team to, you know, get another accomplishment that we're shooting for to go forward. So it's great. You know, it's going to be a great game. It's going to be intense. Both teams play defense, and both teams have older guys that are disciplined and, you know, are willing to do whatever it is to win.
After such an outstanding season that you all have had, what would it mean to you in particular and just personally to win an American championship and kind of close out this chapter of the season the right way before heading to the tournament?
It'll be huge because, you know, it'll be my first one. You know, I haven't won a regular season or a conference championship yet, so it'll be huge to send our seniors out for sure. You know, that's our main concern is, you know, Kevin and Troy. You know, it's the first time they've beaten UConn in a conference tournament, so it's only right to finish this thing off right and get them cut down some nets.
All right, thanks a lot. Good luck tomorrow, Gary.
Thank you.